Alright, I'm here, I'm here. Wow. I'm trying to find some freaking copyright free music. I low key just I'll probably just play some classical music. I don't care anymore. Whatever. It stimulates my brain. Yeah, whatever. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it. We ball. We ball. No one's in the chat yet, so it doesn't matter. Um, context, content. Looking at the content. Shoot, did I do something wrong? I don't think I did. Anyway, let me see if I can make the live. Let me change the thumbnail so people won't look at the default bad looking one. Wow, you can't even read that. Can't even read that. Oh well. Save. Don't care anymore. Okay. Let's see. Streaming. I do streaming comic live. Whatever. I hate all this. I hate every time I do comic, it's either Marvel or DC. Let's see. Sure, let's go with the webtoon thing. Let's go. Let's get it. Don't care. Tags. Don't look at it. Don't look at the tags. I said don't you look at it. Let's add that and the actual tag. Hold up. Do live stream live stream. YouTube already knows it's the live stream. I don't need those things. What do I need? Don't care. Put freaking Zootopian B-stars in there. I don't care anymore. Cool. Let's trend jack. Save. Who cares? Alright, we here. Nobody in the chat yet. That's as expected. No one's going to be in the chat for the next hour or so. Let's see, my levels are right. My levels are right, and people can barely hear the classical music in the background. That's fine. That's a-okay. All that matters is if I can hear it, and I do. It's in the background. All right, so let me delete. Let me X out of some of these tabs. I got my coffee in the morning. I woke up at like 4:30. And I didn't want to go back to bed, so I read a couple psalms. Did a couple push-ups, sit-ups, squats. Had my gummies, worked on the comic a little bit, and now I'm gonna work on a comic a lot more bit. Shoot. I want to try to finish this today. Oh yeah, and also uploaded another video. These videos are easy to make, but I'm really trying to figure out this darn YouTube algorithm, especially for small creators such as myself. I'm like, this is the year. This is the year I'm gonna freaking blow up. This is the year I'm gonna get like a bunch of subs and my monetization. I'm through playing around, I guess. So let's see how this goes. Sip of coffee, which I'm almost done with. All right. Anyway, stream starts now. Let me take this media source off. Oh, here it is. Whoa, look at that. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Different strokes, I guess. Actually, I got an idea. I keep doing this thing where I'm working and then I get a jolt of an idea. It's just changing my bio. My YouTube bio. YouTube. How do I change my YouTube bio for a second? My brain just farted. Okay, so I go to my account. Yeah, I go to my channel. Right. And after I go to my channel, I go to man, that I like that. Yeah, let me change it. Customize channel. All right. Blending the world of comic creation. I want to say comic creation, but like, it makes whatever. I'll be like comic creation and YouTubing. Alright, let's see. Got the handle, got the whatever, got the pronoun. That's me. Comics. Flooded with all the tags. I don't care no more. Webtoon. What other tags can I use? Yeah, I guess that's it. I'll add more later. There we go. That's the idea for right now. Let's see how that looks now. Oh, I didn't even publish it. Did I? That's embarrassing. Oh wait, I did. I guess it takes a while. Anyway, back to focusing. I really want to finish this today. Okay. The only thing that works is on. It's on. Oh wait. I'm looking at. Let me go to YouTube real quick and see if that worked. If it's showing what I need it to show. Okay, it is. My thing is just slow. All right, back to work. Alright. I've been annoyingly active recently. And I don't really know how to feel about that, to be honest. Because oh yeah, I should have done the design like this. Okay, yeah, I've been annoyingly active. I don't know how to feel about it. I just been in Facebook tutorial hell for the longest time, and I've just been listening to so many different people. It's annoying. Like, you would hear one person say, "Oh yeah, if you want to blow up on YouTube, then start doing this, that, and the third. Start doing a upload as much as you need. No, upload on a schedule. No, you got to be consistent, but consistency doesn't equal frequency. Um, listen to this, listen to that, and it's I like usually when you go in tutorial hell, uh, you would end up hearing people say the same thing until you get to the learning curve that is of all tutorials is when you reach, I guess, universal truths of a platform. And then I just went past that, the universal truths aspect of going through YouTube tutorial hell, and it just ended up being all about, and then until it just ended up, everybody ended up contradicting each other. So, and I guess what I take away from that is, I'm sorry, I'm drawing live. If you looked at my previous live streams, this is like a legit live art stream. Nobody's here yet. I drank a bunch of coffee. Sketch is in the chat. What's up, Sketch? So I can stop talking to myself like a mad person. I can talk to another human being. What's going on, man? I've been I've been up. What's up, man? I've been up, on the up and up. Yo, one, fine, da 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 da. Like, good, you good? Yeah, I just been up until like a, what, 4:30? Yeah, 4:30. Working on the YouTube channel. Getting impatient and whatnot. I made a video yesterday, and I was thinking maybe I should go on a schedule, but then I was like, actually, no. Like, wait for what? I don't even know if this is gonna hit or if it's not. There's so many things I just don't know that I've researched and I still don't know about YouTubing. So, it is what it is. It really is what it is. I guess it would help a lot if I had like a mentor or a group of people, but I don't know where to find that. So I guess I'm still flying solo with a lot of things. So am I good? I don't know. I really don't. I don't even know how to answer that. I probably need a break, but yeah. I'll probably take a break after this segment. Yo, Christmas Bush, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. I wish there was a group like that, but unfortunately people on YouTube really only out to support themselves. Yeah, it really is what it is. Take a break, bro. Probably. The only help out there are CM artists. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of people are either, hey, you gotta do this, that, and the third. Okay, so I said earlier in the stream is that I'm currently in YouTube tutorial hell, and what that basically is I just watch a whole bunch of YouTube tutorials of how to either break the algorithm or how to understand the algorithm. What are the best practices for trying to friggin' get people to interact with my videos? And I'm learning so much and learning nothing at the same time, because once you go once you go to a certain part of tutorial hell, people like you get so far in the tutorial hell to the point where you start hearing universal truths because everybody's essentially regurgitating what they say, what other people are saying, and then you go so far past the universal truths to the point where everybody's contradicting each other's for the best practices, because you would get one person saying you gotta upload once a week to let the video breathe, and then you have another person say, oh, you're a new channel, YouTube is not gonna like you, and you don't know how to make videos, so it doesn't make sense to upload once a week because you don't know what's a good video. And so you don't know what's a good video. And I'm thinking, okay, I guess I guess I'm just gonna be uploading videos as soon as I'm done. And I tried the once a week thing. Actually, not even back in December, I tried the once a week thing. Um, I did mention one person to you before, I think, that gives helpful advice. I forget. What was the person? I probably saw them, probably didn't. I forget. But yeah, so I just been posting a lot. I mean, this is literally all I do, like day in day out. Like I don't even like playing video games that much. I've been wanting to get back into them, but I'm like, whatever. Dark Viper AU. Familiar. I've probably seen. Yeah, I saw. Oh, yeah, I saw. I played GTA for 10,000 hours guy. Yeah, I think I've seen a good number of his videos. This YouTube lottery is pretty gay. I don't like it. But then again, I think when I was in the middle like doing research, I think for a while I was thinking, oh, maybe YouTube just likes new videos, and yeah, I was like, maybe YouTube likes new videos, and the reason why the podcast clips aren't doing so well is because they just did not do initially well. They weren't pushed out well. Yada yada yada. So I had the idea of starting up a new channel that's just for podcast clips, and that didn't go so well. Because like I batch uploaded like the first 5 clips of the podcast, of like the first episode of the podcast. It got like no views for the entire week, and I think it's because I didn't verify my channel. Maybe that's the reason. But I also did you know that you cannot put links on the videos of new YouTube of YouTube videos? I learned that, and I I didn't even bother to even verify it because I was like, yeah, whatever. It's my United States of whatever. And I just like I quit ideas faster than I like start new ones. But then earlier today, I realized that unlisted videos don't count for your watch time on YouTube. And I was like, wow, really? It doesn't? So then I just went back, unlisted, relisted all of my podcast clips and the live streams, because I want those whatchamacallits. I want those watch hours as soon as possible. I'm trying to get like 3,000 watch hours within by June. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. I want to get monetized by June. People have short attention spans. Hard to keep attention with raw clips. Probably gotta do some sort of editing to it. Yeah, I'd rather do that. Yeah, that's true. Cracking my back real quick. Sorry. Yeah, I, sup- I suppose if I did more clips for the podcast and turn that into like vertical videos, I could make something from it. Well, I tried that before. I mean, it didn't go terribly. It didn't go wrong. It's just that the short form doesn't translate to the long form, but it's good for engagement, I suppose. Yep, my short attention keeps me from making animations, even though I enjoy making them. Yeah, I think the reason why I just don't do shorts is because when it comes to, well, shorts for the podcasts, is because I don't want to like go back and listen to the entire thing again just to get like 30 minutes, just to make 30-minute clips, 30-second clips, I mean. uh I don't know, it's kind of, I can probably try it again, especially with a when I have, now that I make the majority of my edits with CapCut, it could probably be a lot faster. I can probably make it a lot faster, but yeesh. Ugh, I don't know. I gotta be in the right mindset for that. But yeah, I can probably try it again. Cause, oh yeah, since I changed up my editing software, it's really been making editing easier. I can make motion comics like faster. Adding the voice, I thought adding like the voice to everything, and just the quickness of adding sound effects. I can really, I don't know, yeah, I can probably try it. I can try it again, I suppose. I started reading Purgatory Academy. It's very good. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you. Um, Jim is very relatable. I relate a lot to Jim. It's so funny because when I'm out in the when I last year when I used to sell Purgatory Academy, or when I saw Purgatory Academy, a lot of people would look at Travis, and then they would look at me, and they would say, "Is Travis supposed to be you?" Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention Travis is black, so like, so they see a black creator, and then they see a black character, and they're like, "Oh yeah, is this supposed to be you?" And I'm like, "No." I feel like I should. I feel like I should just start saying yes and see if that'll get them to buy it. It's so freaking funny. Self projecting. Yeah, when people say like, "Are you Travis?" I should just start saying yes. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's me. That's completely me." Even though I don't, even though like we don't look like alike at all. I'm like, fine, all right, cool. I'm Travis, absolutely. But yeah, Jim is the character that I relate to the most. I think funny enough, I like Jim was originally supposed to be like a villain character, I think. But then I was like, you know what? No. Somewhere around that I was like, whatever. It's like he's fine. He's fine the way that he is. I can just make him unlikable, and that'll be it. I like Lucifer's character design the most, though. It's funny enough. I was like looking at the old designs of Lucifer. He was supposed to have short hair, like short black hair, but I legit don't know I just don't know the switch of like him having like long hair and the goatee and like the beard, and I was like, I don't know where that came from, but it is what it is. What, Chim as the villain? Like that's so, I don't know. I would need to think about like what would a villain be like in this series. They would have to be like really deceived, or they would have to like have their own. They would still prescribe to their own idea of what purgatory is, and be gung ho of that idea. Like, even though Travis is like, dog, I've seen what hell is like. It's not like that. And they're like, well, yeah, these guys are demons. You can't trust them. So, best choice ever. Lucifer looks so good with long hair. Thank you. But, yeah, thank you. I think, yeah, but unsurprisingly, when I'm in the market, I make stickers of all the characters. Well, the main characters from book 1. I just don't have the money to like if I could, I would make more stickers of like I'll make stickers of like the book 2. Probably and probably by the end of like the series, I would have like an entire what do they call it, yearbook, which is just a drawings of like or portraits of protagonists or characters with speaking roles, quote unquote speaking roles in the comic. But I don't know. That's for the future. That's for the future. We'll see how that goes. But a lot of people, it's really funny. What I remember is people saying when they read the first book, they say like, oh yeah, they like Travis as a character, but then they read the second book, they're like, actually Jem is really cool. Jem and Susan is really cool. And book 3, it goes to Travis and the guy that was Travis's bully. I think, yeah, I think I gave him a name in the 3rd book. His name's Ali. So Travis and Ali are rivals, friendly rivals now. They're, perhaps I forgot her name. Oh yeah, her name's Susan. The one with the mohawk. To tease them when they're finally about to escape. How many books? Oh wait, she made them believe she was good just to send them to the void. Wait. And they're finally about to escape. Oh yeah, you're talking about the first. Okay, you're talking about the first book. Wait, I don't know. One minute. Yeah, I don't think Susan isn't meant to like deceive anybody. She's just a very passionate person. Good intentions, bad, but she just doesn't know what's going on. How many pages are in each book? Book 1 around like 100, 10 to 14 pages, I think. Book 2 is like 180 pages, around 180 pages. And book 3, I really want to go for like 200, around 200 pages. And I just finished chapter 1 of book 3. I need backstory of Travis's death though, because did he die in his teens? Yeah, everybody in Purgatory Academy dies in their teens. Like that's the prerequisite of being in Purgatory Academy is dying in your teens and not accepting the God, like not accepting the Christian message, and that's it. Like, all right, you're dead. Oh, you were told the gospel and you just denied, and don't worry, there's another. You got this. So that's it. Uh, on Travis's death, I think I think for like all the other characters, I go into I think Travis is the only character I don't go into his death, and that's a funny oversight. Um, how did he die though? I think he died like typical Japanese isekai. Got like ran over by a truck and he died. I don't know. He got road killed. Like that right now, that's my headcanon. And because like I think how everybody else dies is more integral to their character. Did you catch the flag? No. I think everybody's death is like integral to their character, but Travis is just a guy who just wrong place and wrong time. Oh well. I think we need a tragic backstory. Probably. Yeah. Since that's in my head canon and that's not official canon, maybe. I think But I think headcanon of your own story is wild. That's usually how I work, though. Because a lot of these, like, I think Chimera Island, this series, is, like, has the worst of it. Because literally nothing is official in Chimera Island. So, to the point where I really don't design anything until I am absolutely forced to. Because I did not even design the world. I didn't even design the characters. I didn't even design like Ruth's mom or Sarah's mom. Yeah, or Sarah's mom. Of these series. When I did the thumbnails, I was like, I like these shapes. Like, I like these. I like these shapes. These characters will be these shapes, and I'll figure it out when I get there. So nothing is official until like the pen is on paper. Or the pen is on paper, essentially. But anyway, back to the Purgatory Academy. Oh, well, I died. That sucks, Travis. Yeah, that's basically it. I think the more important thing about Travis is his connection to his dad. Or, like, what little connection he had to his dad. And how that shapes him going forward. Because in book one, I wanted to... If I fail to get that point across, what I wanted to get across is that his dad was mostly absent in his life, mostly because he was trying to make ends meet by like doing petty petty crimes like peddling weed or something for paying rent for his family. But he got caught. I think back then, if you got caught dealing like weed or whatever, selling weed or marijuana, they would just like keep you in prison for years. And he was imprisoned for most of like Travis's developmental years, but when he came back, his dad kind of had like a Malcolm X moment where he has like a Malcolm X moment when he had like he had a real come to Jesus moment, and he like freaking I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat while I'm trying to give this backstory that's more explained than it was in the story. But like he gave his Travis's dad gave his son gave him like words to live by, and he's using those words to throughout Purgatory Academy. That's like the most important part of Travis to me. It's not really how he died. It's mostly like how his father's legacy is living through him, and how the words that his dad like taught him, and how other students will take that moving forward. Isn't his dad the one with the dreadlocks? No, his dad's the guy behind the pulpit, the pastor. I think that like that is the only thing that Travis that Travis and I have in common. That's probably like the only thing. Um, or maybe it is that is the guy with dreadlocks. Maybe. It's not official. It doesn't matter. But no, his I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it's yeah. Whatever makes more sense. No, his dad's behind the pulpit. I'll keep that. I'll keep that canon. Travis is a pastor's kid. What do you mean, maybe? Yeah, Travis is the pastor's kid. Oh my gosh. Being black definitely doesn't help. Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't help, including that one joke that I think it was. I think book one is like where I just got like the most edgy jokes out the way, and like from there I try to be like more chill. Cause like the Susan saying when Travis talks about his dad in book one, Susan's first reaction is like, "You knew your dad?" It's like being a pastor and selling marijuana is crazy. My headcanon, um, and take it as you will, is he was like Travis's dad wasn't a pastor when he was like dealing when he was selling marijuana. He was just he was just not really that deep into faith. He was in survival mode, but when he was in jail, that's when had that come to Jesus moment. And he was like, actually, I don't want to be like that kind of example for my son. So he just like after he got out of jail, he wanted to be a better example for Travis. Travis has the fatherless energy around him. I like what I want to do with Travis's character, or what I essentially wanted to do, is he has a problem with he has like anger issues, and as like the series goes on, he tries to like mitigate that. So he tries to be like a very stoic guy, but is he can be tempted to like flip. But like as time goes on, he's like better about that. Wait, how do pastors even get paid? Um, Pastors they don't really get paid. As a pastor's child, being in part of a small church for like the past 10 years, um, it's not really a paid gig. He's just like me for real, for real. Yeah, it's not really a paid gig. Um, you that's what the tithes and offerings are for. And I even have like differences between my parents because my parents think tithing is like Christians are supposed to tithe. Well, I believe that Christians are supposed to give offerings. Because the whole tithing idea goes back to the Old Testament, where I forgot what book essentially, but the whole idea is God oh God creates everything, and we own nothing, and all He asks is for us to uh, donate, not to donate, but to give a tithe of 10% of our earnings to show our faithfulness to Him, and that was a an Old Testament idea. But I believe in the New Testament, we don't follow those legalistic tendencies, but instead, in that place of ritualistic tithing, it is replaced with offering as we give what is within our hearts to the church. So it's not uh, restricted as a 10%. type deal. Is not restricted as a 10% of your income, but is what is written in your heart to give. So, and usually what's written in my heart to give is like 10%. So I'm like, yeah. So sure. Yeah, donations is technically funding. Yeah, essentially. So that's usually how it's paid, and that 10% and those tithing and those offering it usually goes with to church upkeep. The people love the working in the church. If it's like a big church, they're getting paid, but if it's a small church, they're doing it for the love of the game, for the that I should for the love of it, for the love of Passion of the Christ. That was an autocorrect. For the love of it. Oh, in my mosque, we don't really have offerings unless it's a special days need to the needy. So on EID, everyone just gives every kid $20. What's EID? Well, it took you way too long just to say for the love of God. Yeah. 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 It's for the love of the game. EID, Eid is okay. Eid. Oh man, the love of God, love of God. Yeah. I was thinking about the Lethal League. Not Lethal League, but what was that? What was that? Game. Guilty Gear. I was thinking about that Guilty Gear. Uh, you know the smell of the game. It's like you know the smell of the game. That was in my head. The love of Christ is blazing. Feel the cross is blazing. If the world kills me, I don't need a new world order. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, tithes and offerings, it's every Sunday for Christianity. And what the church does with the money, it's really up to the church. Um, you have some churches that uses it for helping out the community with like keeping first keeping the lights on, and then they also use it for helping out the community um, and such. So I mean, I say I'm giving you this out of the whole Protestant, most likely the Church of God in Christ denomination of Christianity. Um, if like I can't speak when it comes to Catholicism or Orthodoxy. The way they run it may be different, but I'm sure the spirit of it is very similar. It's like the day when Ramadan is finished, we all shove food down our throats and dress up fancily and give money to each other. Oh, that's nice. I get you. I get you. Ah, man. I think with book 3, um, the song made my expectations the song made the explanation 10 times better. Let me think. I think book 3 is gonna be very interesting because book 3 it's about two things because people like the whole A-B type of storytelling uh when it comes to the storytelling, while book 1 was just an A plot, like just a straight A plot. I guess for the rest of the series, I'm gonna do that A B type storytelling, but it's gonna take longer to tell the story. But I feel like I can cover more ground that way. And the A plot of book 3 follows Travis and Ali. Ali comes from Ali comes from uh an Islamic understanding of like God and like an Islamic worldview, while Travis comes from the Christian worldview, and they kind of butt heads about the reality of their situation, while the B plot focuses more on the idea of the idea of all the what was it, vice principals wanting to hate like, or they can't agree with anything. Yes, guys, it's confirmed in book 3, Madara Uchiha versus Travis and Ali. I feel like Travis and Ali are more like are very close, like a Goku and Vegeta. That's what I think. When Travis and Ali are together, it's kind of like Goku and Vegeta. They're cool, but like they're trying to one up each other. But at the same time, Travis is like, we're not really here for martial arts. We're kind of here to like realize the truth of our situation. More like Sonic and Shadow. I really could. No, I really couldn't tell you who was the Sonic or the Shadow. Because Ali, his thing is like, yeah, we gotta train. I want to be the best fighter in Purgatory. And Travis is like, what do you mean being the best? Like, what do you mean best fighter in Purgatory? Like, dog. It's like we gotta figure it out. Like, yeah, we can, like, yeah, this is cool to blow off steam, but like, chill. Like, I also have on my wall like the all every future book that I want to write. I want to make 7 books, but I might make 8. So I have like the next what 4 books of Purgatory Academy. The themes planned out. So that's fun. What I really want to do, I just want to get this off the ground, find a good way of stable funding, so I can probably hire assistants when it comes to like making the art, or find ways that I can make this go by faster, so I can like get through more of the story. Hopefully, YouTube can be that whatchamacallit, avenue of getting more people to like the stories, that I can fund to tell more. It's difficult. So, okay. So what time is it over there? It's 14:55. Oh, it's 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. over here. I usually start in the mornings. That's why I have the most energy. Like in the afternoon, I'm probably like when it's 12, I'm probably gonna make the second. I'm probably gonna just make more Purgatory Academy motion comics. Doing comics, it just seems so time consuming. Animating feels more time consuming. And I don't get as much done. I feel really doing art that isn't fan art is like very time consuming. I don't know. It's really about like what do you want to put your time in and what is going to be like a good use of your time. That's usually where it goes down to. One per one person is doing art for both of my comics. It takes like months for a chapter to get done. I woke up at 1 p.m. today. It's most definitely not a morning person. He speaks truth. Animation is hard. There's around 12 pages. Oh man, I'm about to. Well, yeah. I guess everybody has their own thing going on. I mean, I started this uh chapter. Well, I started this segment a week ago, actually, and I'm trying to finish this right now. And if I finish this today, then that means I finished 8 pages in 7 days, and I think that's pretty cool. If I'm able to finish this. He's about to diss the person drawing comics. No, I'm not gonna diss nobody. Because everybody has like their own thing. And like, not even gonna front. Like this whole thing is so freaking lonely, yo. It's so crazy how alone you are and how alone you can feel when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because I knew it, but he didn't. Wait, I knew it, but he did it nicely. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I do. That's what I do. I could feel that. Yeah, but actually, Christmas Bush. So Ice Sketch. What is your favorite comics about? Still waiting on us to do a collab comic, short story. Didn't I like write? Didn't I help you write a story that you did not even show, that you didn't even air? You even paid. You even like compensated me for that, and he still didn't show it. Like, what do you mean still waiting? It's done. I think that counts as a collab. Man, but yeah, I keep wondering like if the motion comic thing is helping out at all. Where I write and you do the art. Oh my gosh, bro. I think I have like 2 series lined up after either finish chapter 1 of after I finish book 1 of Let's Go Metal Hero, and or book 1 of Let's Just a Reaper, depending on what's done first. A friend of my co-writer Matt. Well, my frequent partner in crime, Matt. My whole we have a lot planned out. I guess. Damn. This is crazy. I gotta stop looking at the analytics so early. Commission isn't a commission. I was gonna ask you to do it for free. I understand. Yeah, I gotta stop looking at the freaking analytics. Usually, what happens is like I upload a video and then I wait like 2 hours and I look at the analytics and I just like the motivation and the energy just drains from my body and I'm like I'm going to bed. I'm taking a nap. Cause like I did like the whole freaking I did like the freaking Purgatory Academy thing. I uploaded like the first thing of Purgatory Academy, and like the watch time is like people dip in the first 10 seconds, and I'm like, all right, it's so over. It's so over. Partner in crime. I'm sorry, sir, but I have to check you for fraud. Yeah, sorry about that. You got a warrant officer, but yeah, I'm like, do people even enjoy the comic dubs, or they don't like the AI freaking portion of it? I'm not even sure no more. But I'm like, I can't really save it. Like, if people just don't like AI, because it's very selective. I don't even know. Maybe the story's bad. I don't like it. I don't know. It's very frustrating because you don't know what works when people just don't say their thoughts about it. There was one guy who left a comment, but he was just a weirdo. He was a hater from the Coffee Comics that I inherited from like collaborating with Coffee Comics. Can try posting on Reddit again. I have to think about that, honestly, because I'm my thoughts have evolved on Reddit, because when I post there, I'm trying to figure out how can I benefit from that. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that dude. Yeah, he was yeah. I know he was really yapping on about nothing, so I can't really take what he says. Uh, I can't even take what he says with a grain of salt, because it's very much uh, a lot of talk about nothing. But I'm just trying to wait on how more people react, or what more people say about the comic, or how it's being made. I know people like the comments responded well to me reacting to the comics that I make. And I guess I can probably make more of that, but those videos are just as I don't know. I really don't know. Oh yeah, but anyway, the whole idea of like posting to Reddit again, I'm trying to find a way how I can benefit from that. Because when I post something on Reddit, it just it stays there. I want people to go where I can at least profit from. So, like the first idea that comes to mind is like maybe I can just do motion, like upload motion comics on like Reddit if they allow me to do so. You know, um, but at the same time, Reddit has its own weird set of like hater, like people that just don't want to involve. Well, in theory, you benefit from the feedback. Are most likely to comment there. Not really. Not as you think, right? Like there's levels to it. Taken from the virality that I had from like last year when posting Just Reaper there. The best way that I could put it is, yeah, you get people commenting on it saying that it's cool, but that's the extent. They'll follow you to this extent to where you are on Reddit, but they don't really go. It begins and ends on Reddit, right? Like YouTube does a better job when it comes to engaging with people because that engagement can correlate to money. And I don't need people just telling me, "Oh yeah, this is cool" and stuff. Because I know that my stuff is cool. Now I'm past that. I'm past that point of wondering like, is my stuff good? Now I'm at the point of I know there are people who are worse than me that are making this work, so I want to make this work. It doesn't matter that I'm good or not. I want to profit from this. And it sounds like I'm making like I don't care about what I make, and that's far from the truth. The fact of the matter is, from the way that I'm looking at reality, is that it really doesn't matter what I make as long as people like what I make. I don't know how to like put it better. I don't know if I'm making any sense, you know? So comments don't really do much for me. It's great. It's great for like an ego boost, but I'm past that. Like having a boosted ego doesn't pay bills. And the best way not the best way, but what I've pieced together so far is I can make a motion comic on YouTube and post a link on Reddit. But I know people on Reddit, they're not going to like it. So I'll get a lot of people seeing the post, but not a lot of people interacting with the motion comic. So, well, I haven't tried. Like, I tried it like yesterday, but I got cold feet because I got like one downvote and a bunch of, not a bunch of anything. Honestly, I didn't get a lot of anything. So, I got nothing actually. I got one downvote by posting on the r/comics, and no replies for like 12 hours. And I was like, actually, and then I decided preemptively to just pull it because I did not have faith that it would work. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. But it's hard for me to even have my own comics being seen on the r/comics now. I don't know why. Maybe they just know me enough and they just probably something about what I make or the character or something like that. But it's a weird fickle thing. So right now I'm trying to figure out what's the best way for me to get my videos seen. Well, I don't like. Actually, I wouldn't say that. Getting my videos seen isn't the problem. My problem with YouTube is not problem with YouTube, but I noticed that if I'm going to grow on YouTube, it will be through the algorithms, and I'm slowly understanding what to do to get more impressions and knowing that it's out of my hands of how well a video does. The only thing that I can control is just A/B testing the comments, not the title and the thumbnail, and just hope that I have a good enough understanding of composition and making a catchy title to invest people to click on the video. But then it goes out of getting people to click on the video and into the realm of viewer retention. And so, and that goes into my other problem, that my viewer retention is so damn low with the motion comics. I would get like a thumbs up. People would leave like, I get some people that would leave a thumbs up, but the viewer retention is, I can't even crack 30 seconds with a lot of the motion comics, right? Like, with what I posted, the Purgatory Academy motion comic right now, it had like the average view duration's like 10 seconds, and I'm like, wow, that's not good. That's abysmal. But it's been pushed to 600 people. So I'm like, golly, oh well. Oh, that was annoying. My phone just died, and I had to log back into my computer. Yeah, that is annoying. Sorry that you had to go through that. So yeah, I think if I'm going to blow up, it'll probably be through YouTube. But hey, I've heard people say that their YouTube blew up because somebody shared it on Reddit and everybody talked about it and it gave them that initial boost. We shall see. After I'm done with this thing, I'm gonna do a motion comic of chapter 1 of Chimera Island up to this point. I don't know if it's a good idea. It's probably not, because like I said, I haven't seen a motion comic upload that exceeds like a minute. So I don't know. I guess these types of videos just aren't good. Ugh. I mean, your videos get pushed through to me a lot. That's why I'm so fast and come to see it. I think that's so weird to me too, because I made like every post, every video, I say like don't notify subscribers, but I guess I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But at the same time, I still get the majority of people who look at my videos, like 70% being not subscribed. So it is being shown to like new people. I rarely see your videos pop up on my feed for whatever reason. That is very weird. Yo, Christmas, did you hit the bell button? I guess it depends when you upload. I really don't have an upload schedule. So like sometimes I like upload in the middle of the day. Sometimes I upload like in the middle of the night. Like I really have no schedule. So if like you would see it by now or something like that. 4, 5. Well, I do see manga motion comics that blow up, and they're different from you, as they play popular songs in the background. Hmm. I don't think the song. I don't know. I don't think it's the songs. I mean, if you also look at, like, before I upload, I usually look at what YouTube recommends when I look up manga motion comics or uh, manga dubs or whatever. And usually it's being uploaded by people with freaking hundreds of thousands of subscribers already. So they've already carved out their audience. So it really doesn't matter to them, you know? So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out, like, what can I do? Like, is there a way to make this go by faster, or how can I increase the odds of my videos being pushed to the right people? Because, like, right now, I'm thinking maybe my videos are just not good. But if they're just not good, people, I would feel like people would just, like, downvote them, you know? There would be, like, more of a downvote. But I guess there's two ways to show that something is not good or not worth one's time. Like, bouncing off a video within, like, less than 10 seconds, that's a good indicator. If somebody leaves like a mass dislike, that's a that's a good indicator of YouTube not pushing it to more people. But I don't know. I mean, personally, you should put a Family Guy clips below it. I'm not pushed that far yet. Maybe next month. If nothing happens this month, I'll probably do that. It's like, bro, this is getting so dumb. And I'm like, maybe it's my thumbnails, maybe it's the title, maybe it's the maybe it's the video. And I don't even know how to improve the video because I don't know what people's pain point. Yeah, that's the main thing. I don't even know how to yeah, that's the main thing. I don't even know how to whatchamacallit. What are people's pain points of the video? Because nobody's saying anything about it. I think you should be celebrating. You're so close to 350. Yeah, baby steps, right? Yeah, and this is honestly like the fastest I've grown. I feel like in my entire YouTube career so far, from being sub 200, sub 200 to well, not sub 200, but like sub 300 to 350 in like a month. That's good. And like, yeah, in like a month, that's good. Yeah, around 50 subscribers in a month. Yeah, that's good. I guess like my mind is very binary, where it's I either where it's either I'm at a point where I want to be or I'm not. So like if I'm growing, that's cool, but I'm not at the point that I want to be. And I guess that's unhealthy. That's an unhealthy way to look at it, because growth is always something gradual. I guess it also doesn't help that like when I'm in like YouTube tutorial hell, people are like, "Whoa, YouTube is so great because the growth is exponential. At first it's like slow, but when it ramps up, it really ramps up." And I'm like, "All right, cool. Can't wait for that to happen." I feel that way about Twitter. Yeah, it's been like 3 months since I've watched you. Yeah, it's good. Stop pressuring yourself. Thank you. But man, sketch. I don't. Sure. If you're pressed about how you're doing on Twitter, sure. Sure. I'll let you feel that way. I already told you my pain points on Twitter. I feel like you're doing great. You even got people freaking freebooting your own comics on Reddit, like, and translating them, and you're like, oh man, Twitter's so hard, and I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? Ninja, please. Like, I can't even get people to even look at my tweets, or maybe unless I'm like tweeting like freaking 50 times a day, and no sane person should ever do that ever. Twitter is not for sane people. Hey yo, cancel him. Don't worry. I'm black. I can say it. I have black friends. I can say it. Oh, I did this on the wrong layer. You think you can be? Oh my gosh. Oh man, I remember my friend was telling me about the time he was watching American Ninja Warrior. He was like watching clips of like old commercials with a friend, and he was watching like an old American Ninja Warrior uh commercial, and near the end of the commercial they were like, you think you can be the next American Ninja Warrior? Ninja, please. And I'm like, dang, I wish people would have that sense of humor nowadays, like on TV, on national TV. Wish we could make those jokes again. I wish people felt okay. Let me rephrase that. I wish people felt comfortable making those jokes again. Just a white guy saying "ninja, please" is hilarious on TV. Well, you're not wrong, but the difference is they only care because I make content with it with an already established base. Yeah, true. Fan art go crazy. Fan art do make the algorithm go burr. When you're like, hey, I got this really cool thing, and then everybody's like, wow, that's something I have to get invested in again, and I don't feel it. No, I don't really feel like it. That's what they're like. Okay. Right now I'm making the rounds of doing the patterns. I might do like a redux when this thing gets done, or when I feel like printing. Um I might go over it and probably like iterate on her design. But right now I'm like, this is good enough. Not busy. I like the idea of having these characters or chimeras having like busy clothing. But I'm like, I'm bored. But chapter 2 of the Hollow manga is done, so let's see how it does. As well as the first chapter, I did it on Reddit or Tank, and nobody cares anymore. I've been hearing that like the time of when you post it matters on Reddit, but that's what I've heard. It may or may not be true. I think Reddit is just tired of me now. But if I post anything on Reddit, it will absolutely be um motion comics. Because that's where, because like just posting my comics, the pictures of my comics on Reddit, I'm not benefiting it from it anymore. I am not benefiting it from it. So if I just link my motion comics to Reddit pages, and if they allow it, then I benefit from the views that people see it through Reddit, and that could help me with my watch time, discoverability, and some third thing. some funny third thing, I guess. And watch time and credibility, I guess. And a lot of people probably just don't want to watch the whole thing, so I don't know. I just guess I'll just keep shoveling out book 1 of Purgatory Academy, and see how far that goes. I am planning on taking a break later this month because my parents are shipping me out the country because they want me to take a break. They want me to see my brother, and they're like, "You're doing." Even my parents are like, I remember I had a talk with my parents, and they're like, they were like genuinely concerned about like how hard I've been working. You guys get deported. I wouldn't have anywhere to go because I was born here. Not only that I was born here, I got like freaking my ancestry goes back freaking generations here. I'm as American as apple pie and 9/11. Yeah, basically. I'm as American as a tragedy. Ugh. Nah, for real though. I hate how, like, I think the only reason why 9/11 is a meme with the current generation of Americans is because our government is just so not upfront about what happened. Yo, you dissing my No, I'm more dissing my ancestors. Nah, it's not really about your ancestors. It's more about how corrupt the American government is. Because freaking racist? Racist much? Oh man, get canceled for that. Yeah, I think you would be hard pressed to find an American that I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I don't know if everybody in America is shares the same sentiment of how 9/11 really didn't need it to happen. Like didn't really need to happen. And the only reason why I believe the only reason why it happened was because America is it just they did not want to be upfront about what caused it, because if they were upfront about what caused it, everybody would just be against them. So they just blamed they just blamed people from the Middle East. They just blamed other people. They just do what they do best and blame other people for their faults, for what America's whoopsie doodles. And to this day, they still won't be honest about freaking why 9/11 happened. So I guess this current generation, like I know the current generation, they're like, oh yeah, 9/11's a meme, mostly because I see it as like the younger generation are aware that the American government, they don't even take 9/11 seriously or with respect because they don't want to talk about the actual cause of it. Because they're like, well, it's freaking because like the American government, they're like, oh man, Islam's the problem, but like, like, man, like they were really provoked. I think they were provoked to do something like that. I was like, yeah, why did they? Why did they? But it is what it is. And they not only that, they also use the tragedy to like fund forever wars that's still going on. So like it was really never about the tragedy. It was just about like a way for them to make more money off of wars. So hey, it is what it is. But yeah. Anyway, back to talking about talking about silly, funny, haha comics. I feel like they should just with the troops from all my just withdraw troops from all occupied places in Asia like Afghanistan, Israel, and Yemen. I feel like they're there for yeah. I know they're there for a reason, and it's not a altruistic reason. I just don't want to be like upfront about like what. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, they're absolutely there to like just bully other countries to keep American dollars, to keep the supremacy of American dollars, or they want to they're strong arming the countries they occupy, so they can essentially pressure other countries to follow their bidding. Because the only reason why the American dollar is as strong or has been as strong as it is over other countries is because America are really good at bullying other people. There's really effective bullies, and like the people who are outside of what was it, NATO, they don't want to be afraid of America anymore, or they don't want like that American supremacy. But there's a lot of geopolitical stuff that I'm not really well versed in, and frankly, it's hard for me to care because it's like it's going to happen if I know about it or not. And I know if somebody comes at me with a sensationalist take, was like, "Well, you need to know about what's going on in the world." I'm like, no. I feel like knowing about what's going on in the world leads to more people being depressed because it enforces an idea of all this stuff is going to happen with you knowing about it or not, and it will keep happening. It was happening and will before you were born, and will keep happening way after you die. So it is what it is. Top 10 bullies in the world: America, Britain, Spain. China's pretty good at. I think China's pretty cool, good at that. Good at freaking bullying people. I think one of the wildest things China has said, or like the government of China, like the leading guy in China said was like, if we when we take over Taiwan, we're going after Japan next. I hope you guys know. I hope you guys know that. Like, it's like China was like, we're not gonna forget what happened in World War II, guys. We're just not gonna let that slide. Like, everybody else forgot about it, but we're not. We don't. Like the day, like China's like, when we take over Taiwan, it's gonna be freaking a world of reckoning. Just you wait. And I'm like, all right, that's crazy. Interesting. Okay. If I have time, I want to redo this background. I don't like it that much. But if I don't have time, then I'm like, whatever. Let me keep it that way. Uyghur Muslims, the disappearance of the people against the government, aligning with NK. China's wildin'. Yeah, it's so freaking crazy how everybody was like talking about though. I think the whole Uyghur stuff, and how everybody was like that was the controversy of the month, and how everybody dropped that like so quick. I think every and like that also enforces my idea of it unless we actually have power to change what's happening geopolitically, which I don't believe. Like we really probably shouldn't even be knowing about it because I feel like even knowing about it, it enforces the idea that this is going on, and we have no power over it. So like our best arsenal is just thoughts and prayers because the people running the show are evil people, and to hope and to expect them to do good, that's like not gonna happen. Like I'm sorry, I don't want to be like Blackfield or whatever, but golly gee willikers, bro. Like what are they doing? I'm like, are we going? So I'm like, why do we even know about this if like they're not gonna if our government's not really gonna take it seriously? They're like, oh yeah, didn't you guys know about this? Woo! And that's what pisses me off the most is it's really all being used for it feels like it's all being used for clicks. Like further making me think like, oh yeah, this it sucks that all of this is happening, but like, is fretting over this worth my time? If I can't really do anything, and if whatever, unless like somebody sends like troops over there and willing to start like war with China, it's like, what are we really doing? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, I un I un restricted oh wait, what's that word? I relisted my videos because I realized that I can't get watch hours with a unlisted videos. So if anybody wants to look through my catalog and freaking cancel me, uh, that's all fair game, I guess. I suppose. I think looking back at like my backlog of videos, I think I completely recorded my creating Chimera, the first pilot of Chimera Island, from Ruth's story all the way up to Jonathan. I don't think I recorded like Sarah's part, but I did record Ruth all the way up to Jonathan. Probably gonna that's something I'll probably paywall. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe when I get monetization, I'll start paywalling these VODs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. This is the last page. I think I like what I see so far with this. So what I'm going to do. Oh, I almost forgot. Freaking, I wasn't even thinking. Freaking Ruth's not an A Chimera. She's a B Chimera. I got distracted. Just like that. And hold on. There we go. I originate from Azad Kashmir, which consists of war tensions between India, China, and Pakistan. My mom wants to protest for freedom of Azad Kashmir, but people just don't know about it. And that's the freaking thing, though. Like, I don't know. I think the okay, this is gonna be like a weird clippable moment of my thoughts. I think the world is better when it's like segregated, when people are hyper focused on what they can change about their current environment, not about what's going on in like places like thousands of miles from home, but like things that you can impact in your life currently. So yeah, I think people need to be aware of things happening around the world, but aware of where they stand. They stand to it. Yep. Clippable moment. Freaking Mason's pro segregation. This just in. Segregation based. Cancel him. Man, that's gonna be funny. What a day. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna open every page. And I'm just gonna add I'm just gonna add texture to the the background of almost every panel, I think, because it makes it feel more finished. I like the aesthetic that it has. So let me see if I can open up all of this. To the gulag he goes. Yo, Sketch, if you're still here, I want to know what your opinion. Let me see you chime in. Also, a goal. Also, my dream of this month. Not this month, but like this year. I want to get like super chats for streaming my comic. That would be awesome. That's when I know. Chime in on what? I don't know. We were just talking about freaking geopolitics and how dumb knowing what's going on around the world is. But if you don't have anything to say, then you can choose to change the topic of whatever you want. But with that being said, I want to my dream, my goal. I want to. Oh yeah, that's the thumbnail of the stream. What I want in my future, I want to be get super chats from just streaming the comic. That is my goal. That's what I want. That sounds so awesome. Really. But we shall see. We shall see. I mean, I mostly agree with you. Why worry about something that you have no power over? Okay, man. I need some contrarians in the chat. Let's see. Actually, with this, it's really creepy in my room. Oh wait, it's really creepy. Is in my room. I have a statue of a baby chick, and it's always looking at me. Uh, put it under your pillow so you can have sweet dreams or something. Put a candy under your pillow so you can always have sweet dreams. LOL. Wait, monochrome. I really love using textured brushes. I think that's my new meta with this. My style. Put the chick under your pillow, for you could have so you can dream about it. So you can face your fears. So you can fight it. So okay, man. Okay, so it's been very difficult trying to find places to vend. Mostly because some places are getting more expensive. Dude, the place that I went to, there was like a vending area uh in my downtown area. It used to be $60 to go and vend there, but they changed. But like within the last, I think the last time they had it, they decided to cancel the event for like the last. It was, I think it was like before Thanksgiving. They decided to cancel the event, and they kept the money. And I was like so mad at that. I shoot. I don't know if I even forget if I even contacted them, but I just remember how messed up that was. So they're opening it up again, uh, like later this year in May, and they raised the price to $75. And I'm like, nigga, what? I'm not mad at them anymore. It was like $60. If I freaking fret over any penny out, that's feels like broke behavior. Only $60. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like that's only $60. What do you mean only? uh my I got other stuff to focus on. I'm trying to be a freaking millionaire or so. I'm trying to be a freaking millionaire over here. I can't stress over every bad decision. Every bad decision. I get like that's my hard earned money, but I feel like I'm built for greater things. To the point where that $60 is going to be like, you really needed that, and you got it from me just by being disingenuous. Fine, like that's unfortunate. Besides, I'm still trying to like, I'm still trying to make it. So okay, there's that. A little scam here, a little scam there. Let's play a game. Name a city, and you have to guess what country it's in. I name a city and oh man, oh wow, that's gonna be terrible. but sure. Let's show. I'm happy to show how little I know about the world. Okay. Kazan. Okay. That sounds Middle Eastern. uh let's see, Kazan. Mm, Pakistan. Okay, Russia. Dang. Kazan. Okay, cool. Next. Bro, that's way off. Sorry, never really been to Russia. Or I barely listen to Russian stuff. Next. Kazan. Jakarta. Jakarta. That's easy. Ah, man. Well, easy for you, I guess. Uh, yeah, I give. Ah, shoot. Let's see. Is it Jakarta. Spain. Let's see. Why isn't this working? I gotta think. I went to school. Indonesia. To be fair, I can't even point out Indonesia on a map. How do you get Spain? So pain. You're in pain because I said Spain. Actually, this proves my point of how much I don't need to know about global politics. This really proves the point of like our previous conversation. Hyper bad. Hyper bad, the sequel to Super Bad. This one is obvious. It's in Baghdad. I think the question actually. Oh hey, Ghost Cat, what's going on? Christmas Bush is bullying me for not knowing countries. What do you mean? Have you not seen restaurants that has its cuisine? No, not really. What do you mean, Baghdad? Uh, that's a city. In Iranian. Oh man. Like. Oh man. To be fair, playing this game makes me realize, like, oh yeah, why should I know this? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know anybody from Iran or Russia or Indonesia. To a regular person, as in like an American, you're like I could probably be like, you're making that up. Like, oh my gosh. Americans don't know places outside of America. And I say for a good reason. Can somebody give me a reason why I should know places outside of America that I don't really plan on visit? I don't plan on visiting unless unless like America goes to war with another country. That's like very serious. I'm not saying like the current wars that we are in like that aren't serious, but those are more bankers wars instead of like we already got into it. But like America goes into war with countries that we don't that the citizens don't even know, like don't know a single like city or what's even there, what even we can't even point them on a map, right? So, and because that these aren't wars that the people choose to be in. These are wars that the government chooses to be in, and that's a whole nother thing. But I know this sounds like super wild and left field, but but my position is like, why? It's cool to know, but why should like Americans know countries or countries outside of America? Have you ever traveled outside of the country? Yes, I have. Um, Mostly because my family likes to travel. Um, I kind no, I used to like to travel, but now I'm like, eh. Okay, what about Houston? Houston, yeah, that's Texas. Or is there a country outside of freaking Texas? Or there's a country that has Houston as a city, like how Georgia is a place in Europe. That's the easiest one in here too. And Texas isn't even a country. I can name you countries, but I can't name you like I can probably well not I can't name you countries. I can probably tell you what continent or that a country's in, maybe. But like cities, I'm like I'm never going to touch the land in that place probably ever. Maybe. What's the easiest? Okay, so have you ever traveled outside of the country? I've been to China. I've been to Japan. I've been to Morocco. I went to Dubai, uh, Spain, France, um, Puerto Rico. I think that's a territory in America. Uh, and those are the one. I went to Jamaica. I went to yeah, I went to Jamaica. Other parts of the Caribbean. Dude, you traveled a lot. Like these aren't places that I've chose to travel. These are like places my family are like, oh yeah, we're going here now, and I guess I went there. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm here. Yeah, my parents really like to travel. My dad works for the airlines, and when you work for the airlines, you get travel benefits, and I'm like, that's cool. Like traveling is very cool, but I don't know, like outside of inspiration, I guess. I don't know. And plus, I'm broke. I'm like, I've been broke like my entire life. So, and it sucks traveling when you're broke, especially when you're traveling with family and you're broke. So, my experience is a not that great. Not that good. Like it's fun to go around, but you're always tethered. How do you not know more about other countries? Because like because like I said, I haven't really traveling to those countries weren't really my plan. Those weren't my ideas. I like traveling, but the secondhand embarrassment of asking for anything in English is terrible. Oh no, just like yeah, just asking people in general. I just asking people like people for anything in English is so it's so freaking weird to me because like you don't know if they speak English, and when you're like, oh man, I guess I'll try to speak in their language, you're like terrible at pronunciation, and they're like, ah, oh, jeez, this is not Gucci. This is not fun. This is so not cash money. Like, and like I don't like and I remember when I was in Mor- I remember when I was in Morocco, there were a ton of cat. I think it was like either Morocco or Dubai. There were a ton of cats in the airport. It's it's so crazy how they're like cats just go through immigration, and you could just see them in the terminals, and like nobody bothers them, and I'm like, goodness gracious. Like I know you guys like cats here, but like this is crazy. I like traveling, but the sec okay, yeah, my parents just shove Google Maps in their face and get them to type the direction in the languages, and they translate it back in English. That's what I end up doing, honestly. Cause like I when I'm with my mom, she has no hesitation just talking to people in English, like she's in like America, and like that concern is just not even. She talks like that concern is like not even in her mind, and like when she starts and when the person just shows that they're having troubles understanding her, she starts slow. She speaks slower, and I'm like, goodness gracious, this is embarrassing. And then that's when I just pull out the translator, and I'm like, all right, let's just go. Let's freaking get out of here. Yeah, I know, right? Oh man, and also being mugged in Morocco just wasn't really a fun idea. being being mugged in Morocco, it wasn't isn't a fun memory either. So it is what it is. It wasn't a physical thing. Like if you're like, oh no, that's crazy. It's like no, it wasn't really a physical thing. It was like a the way that it went down was my mom wanted to go to a bazaar, and it was getting dark, and also to set the time, it was during Ramadan, so around like last year, and we were just walking across the bazaar, and like a guy was like, "Ah, sister, they're praying. There's a mosque down the street, and they're praying. I'll take you around the corner, so you, because foreigners can't go around here." My mom was like, "Okay." So we followed this dude down like several alleyways. We were taking left. We were taking the left and the right, then another left. It was crazy. And when we went to the other side, I had no idea if he took us to the destination or not. But after that, he was like, "Hey, sister, I like usually I help people go around." So he had his hand out and like as a tip, and my mom was like, "Oh no, no, thank you." And there were like two other guys who were like that towered both of us. He was like, "No, no, sister, you don't understand. You don't understand. He like people always give him a tip." And my mom was like walking away, and she was like, "No, no, thank you." No, thank you. And she was like, "Come on, Mason." And I was like, "Mom, like freaking like," and I gave like I don't like I know I couldn't fight off these dudes. We couldn't outrun them, and plus we're just foreigners in a foreign land. I don't even think that if things did go down, it would go in our favor. So I just gave the dude money, and my mom was mad about it, but I was like, "No, we're like this is." I'm like, "No, I ain't trying to fight. I ain't trying to fight with you around." But it is what it is. It's more embarrassing when I go back to my home, and because I'm here nationally, I'm meant to speak the language, but I can't. But I can't. I can only understand it. Oh, I get it. So it's literally frustrating. My dad almost got mugged in Belgium. Pickpockets suck. Yeah, but that's a common scam. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's. I just don't really feel. I'm not gonna say I don't feel safe traveling, but I'm like, I don't really need. I'm like, I don't really need to see the world. Why should I? You know, like I know, like I have like travel pilled. I have a travel pilled family, but I'm like, no. I kind of have stuff to do here. I understand the virtue and like seeing the world and like different cultures, but I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to do stuff here. Have you been? You've been to China, right? No, I went. I just went to Beijing and Shanghai. No, I have not been there. Yeah, Chongqing, Chongqing, Chongqing. I just went to Beijing and Shanghai. I literally had to look up what Chongqing it was because I was like, you're probably like I feel like you're trying to bait me right now. I'm like, this is probably a you're trying to bait me. I always wanted to visit China. I did the I did a Groupon travel thing, And the Groupon travel thing. So I stayed at China for like 9 days for around $800. So and it was a group tour, and that was like going to Beijing and Shanghai, lodging included, and just just straight touring. And it also had like whatchamacallit. It could have costed less, but we paid. But yeah, I paid for all the extra activities to do. All the extra activities. So yeah, it was pretty fun. China's a pretty beautiful place for what they showed me because it was a government tour. Like it was cool for what the government allowed me to see. If I'm going to travel, I prefer to go without a tour group because you have more freedom. Yeah, I heard about that. Let me think. It's like those North Korea tours. Uh, kind of. I don't. I don't know about the North Korea tours, but I do remember like every time we like went to a hotel, like we had to give them our passports. like, like every time we yeah, because like every time we went to a new hotel, like the tour guy was like, "All right, give me your like we're here, give me your passports." And that's because like they were like really strict there because they're like if you slip up we're just gonna deport you, and that is what it is. But I get it though. I get it. Oh wait, this is wrong. But yeah, it was. It's a really cool. It's a really cool. It was a really cool trip. I saw their silk factory. I saw freaking how pearls are made. How to tell real silk from fake silk, real pearls from fake pearls. It was great. So, what page of Chimera Island are you working on? Let me look. Let me. Oh, page nine. I'm working on page 17 to page 24. Wait, I don't understand counting because 17 plus 7. Never mind. I can't math. This is right. I'm working on page 17 to page 24. Yeah, you would think that would be. So yeah, these are like 8 pages. I was gonna work on. Uh, I thought I was gonna work on 7. Wait, are these 8? Yeah, 8. I thought I was gonna work on 7 pages, but I accidentally forgot. I accidentally forgot to import an entire page, and I was like, I think I missed out on page 18 because like when I was like almost done, I was almost done with doing the line art. I was like looking at the pages and I was looking at 17 and then I was looking at 17 and then I was looking at 19. I was like, wait, there's a number between 17 and 19. I wonder what that is. And then I had to look back and I realized page 18 was not there. So that held me back for an entire day. But yeah, this is essentially the home stretch of making the comic. So what I'm doing right now is just giving the background Yeah, I'm just giving the background some texture because I don't feel like drawing backgrounds all the time. Backgrounds are stupid and lame, and I hate them. But it is almost done. How long is the series going to be? Oh man, I can't tell you. These are another one of those like long-lasting series, and each arc, like like the more I think about it, the more I want to talk about with this series, or just like, I think a cool thing about having like different series is I have, uh, I can talk about different things, um, with each series. Like if I wanted to talk about uh, a certain thing, it would. I don't know how I would explain it. Like I guess the importance. Let's say I have a theme about the importance of community. I feel like there's a way that I can explain it through this series that I can't explain it through uh, other series. Like there are some topics that I can't, that I just or some topics or some ideas. So it really depends on. I have like a set list of things I want to talk about, but I can't really tell you like how long it's going to be. It really depends on like how fast I want to get it done. Goodness gracious. This is not what I want. Brush size. What I'm trying to do is have a thing. And oh yeah, that's like the complete opposite of what I'm trying to do with Purgatory Academy. Purgatory Academy is just going to be like 7 to 8 books, and that's it. After the 7 or 8 books is done, then I've done all I wanted to say with Purgatory Academy. With this, I have a lot more to talk about. I have a lot of ground that I kind of wanted to cover, and yeah, I guess it's gonna take a while. Gosh darn it, wrong layer. Come on now. As soon as I got this thing understood. All right, here we go. I think and plus this also has like different phases. I want different phases for this. Like a Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. I think when I finish like a certain like one phase is like the characters being and being children, another one where they're teenagers, and another one being adults. That being said, I really don't have a set age range for these guys, for the main character. I just know that they're young. So like yeah, I just know that they're young. So if somebody asked me like how old Sarah is, I'm like, she's just young, I guess. I couldn't tell you. How old is Ruth? She's younger, I guess. Have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen? Oh yeah, I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Or you bring it up. If you have, please give me spoilers. On what? I can tell you what I liked about Jujutsu Kaisen. And even though the fights are cool and like people say it's hype, like those are like the least interesting aspects to me. I like Jujutsu Kaisen for the themes and how it's trying to portray those themes. Like, that gets me interested. Tell me then. Not then. Well, the first... Well, I can mostly tell you about, like, the what's going on in the second season. Because the first season was kind of... It waned my interest to the point where it didn't really leave an impact on me. But the second season, it essentially told, like... It essentially told two parts of a single story. And the main story, the main theme of season 2 was should the strong even protect the weak? Is that even a virtue? Is it even a virtue for the weak to protect the strong? Because that's where the main antagonist kind of grown to be who he is. Because his entire life he's just been protecting weak people, which are humans, and the cause of the main problems for... Yeah, and so the cause of the main problems of the series, I mean, the whole curses are created by humans, but when the sorcerers do their job and kill the curses, it's essentially a thankless job because humans don't know that curses exist. And the whole point of being a sorcerer is to kill the curses because humans are incapable of fighting for themselves. And Gojo, at the beginning of the series, he's like, at the beginning of the arc of the second season, it's a flashback. So his idea is, we're strong, humans are weak. Who cares if like humans die? I'm this like like they're weak. Who cares? But the antagonist of the season, his name escapes me. He's like, no, we should protect the humans because it's a virtue to protect the weak. But certain incidents happen that made the guy flip his entire philosophy on his head. And Gojo, he even flipped his philosophy flipped as well when like his buddy like just turned tail on his whole philosophy. So then the main catch of season 2 is that Gojo's just hyped up being like the strongest guy in the series, but he's essentially not there for the majority of it. So it's everybody who is weaker, who's like weaker than him. So it's like the good guys who are significantly weaker than the bad guy trying to fight the bad guys. And and they're all there trying to prevent like the worst things happening, trying to like save as many humans as possible. And the whole season just questions, is it worth saving? The whole thing that I got from it is it worth saving? Is it worth saving the weak? So that's what keeps me enthralled with season 2. But then that's honestly what gets me into watching more things. Gojo is the strongest. Yeah, he always win. He said so himself. Yeah, Gojo is the strongest. Yeah, and I think it's so cool how they're the story is like, yeah, we're gonna like put him out of commission for the entire season and let all the weaker good guys try to hash it out, try to like fight everybody that just outclasses them. But like personally, I wouldn't have been bothered to save the week if I had an opportunity to. Yeah, I'll do it, but I wouldn't seek it out. Yeah, the whole point of like being a sorcerer though, it's like you gotta like I would prioritize myself. I guess that's not even like a decision where like how these factions are formed. Cuz like if you're a sorcerer, you're in this academy. Cuz like if you don't join the academy, you're going to be recruited by the evil faction, I suppose, the demon faction, because the demon faction are like, oh yeah, you want to your self preservation, yeah, come join us, and yeah, we're like the most evil people imaginable, but at least you can do your, yeah, at least you can like do whatever you want. At least you can like we can be free from whatever and such. I know some people just are like, oh man, that's just a black and white way. And I'm like, no, I don't think there's like a problem with like black and white as long as the context is there. Because like within the context, the cursed spirits, they are manifestations of humans' negative attributes. So by default, they're not good people. They're not good entities. And even in like season 2, I think they just talk about they want to be they want to live their lives fulfilling their vices because that's where they're born from. And the sorcerers are impede on that fulfillment of those desires. So I guess if you just didn't have a strong inclination towards one thing or another, then you'd probably be like, you would be more siding with the evil faction than anything, I guess. Sith versus Jedi type, or just or just God versus Satan, because you know, I got like God versus like Jesus versus the Antichrist, good versus evil. Yeah, better analogy. All right, I'm gonna go for a bit. Make myself breakfast. All right, you go make your. Wait, didn't you say it's like 2 p.m.? Making yourself breakfast at 2 p.m. That's brunch, or not brunch, but dinner. All right, I'm gonna see you in like 5 seconds. All right. Uh, but yeah, Jujutsu like the second season, it was like pretty good. Like, what is the length of that you should protect the weak? 8, 9. I gotta freaking do the table over again. Not the table over again, but I should at least try to do something about that. I will absolutely finish this today. I mean, yeah, today. It's just taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Also, I'm streaming, so that probably is why it slows down. At the same time, I'm really in no rush to finish this like as fast as possible. I mean, at the same time, I'm in no rush to like actually finish anything. Because I still have a mountain of content to uh, to adapt and do my best to let other people know about. But honestly, I guess I'm still doing this because it's my passion. I always default to making these stories, making comics, making the. How many pages can you finish in a day? Um, that's a hard question to ask because I don't like work on my pages like one by one. I work on like a chunks in segments because I do like one page. So like I do like these 7 pages. I digitally sketch them out. Then I do the line art of all of them. Then I uh, do the backgrounds, not backgrounds. Then I letter them, backgrounds, other things, uh, and then details, a little bit details like this. So sometimes it will all add up to finishing everything in like a day or a couple days. But now that I've been on overdrive, like terrible, like I don't know, like 6 hours a day working on this, like if I finish this today, then I would be like I don't know a day and a page a day roughly. But these are 8 pages, and if I finish everything today, then I would have made finished everything in 7 days. I would finish 8 pages in 7 days, and that's just me working like 6 hours or more, at like around 6 hours between 3 to 6 hours a day working on this comic, working on comics. And I'm doing that because right now, unemployed, finding ways to make an income off of this because there's a gut feeling that I know that it can be done because I see analogous fields making it work, and I feel like I can probably do something too with this that other people just aren't doing for some reason. I feel like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't say for some reason. I'd say like the main reason why people aren't doing this per se. I was drawing a very background heavy comic and it was taking so long. Yeah, you don't need to draw every background. Like people are don't like I see people who make like comics and they draw every background. And I'm like, you kind of don't need to do that. I feel like people, like, if you have like one background, a panel that just has a background in it, that's good. But it's not a necessity because I feel like people are super lenient when it comes to like that kind of stuff. When it comes to like backgrounds. If you, because at the end of the day, uh, honestly, what people, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. At the end of the day, I don't think people care that much because they look, when they see it, they appreciate it, but I don't think it's an absolute necessity. I kind of want to imply that like this knife is partly made of is like the handle's made out of like a skeleton, like a vertebrae. Because sometimes I just go on walks and I think about the economy of this place And like the economy is like they have three different currencies. Like one is like the universal currency that's universally accepted, and then another one is a regional currency, and that currency is essentially what the people of that specific region of the island they want more of, that they can't get through regular means because the overseer currency is just too expensive or too hard to attain. And then there's like the tertiary currency, which is kind of that usually changes like every month depending on what's in style, what's in fashion. So they're like there's I imagine there in this world there's like three tiers of currency. One that's universally accepted, one that is needed because the land is deficient, or the people need because the land is deficient, and then the third one where people just want a something quick. And like I can't do this kind of thing with with Chimera. Well, I can't do this kind of thing with Purgatory Academy, or Just a Reaper, or Let's Go Metal Hero, because I'm not really they don't tell stories that are trying to explain this foreign land. Oh, that's interesting. Because like right now I'm trying to like lay down the hints. Because like right now this isn't like official canon, but like right now the canon this is not official canon, so I'm just like laying down hints. Because it really started where I was like, okay, I want this society to be okay with eating meat. They're okay with I would say I guess like a weird way to play is like cannibalism, but that's because like it's really a part of their religion that like everything runs on a cycle. Like they're like I'm definitely drawn into the world building. Yeah, I think about it a lot. Even when I'm on walks, I'm like, oh man, like I even think about like of even the population of each sector of the island, because and I'm trying to think about how I can incorporate that into the story. Because like right now, I think I'm set on having 5 different regions of Chimera Island, and the region that I'm getting into like I'm sorry, I'm just getting into like freaking OC territory. Like I think it's cringe, but I'm not gonna speak about anything that I'm not drawing right now, because like I think I have like I think I have a thing on my head where I'm like I'm going off for no reason. Like if it's not here, then there's really no reason to talk about it. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get into like the whole currency talk. Maybe in a future chapter. Like I've written all 4 chapters, but I think I'm gonna rewrite chapter 4 because looking back I barely explained why Jonathan is a Chimera child and what it means to be a Chimera child, or what that means for him. Because I've rewritten like Jonathan's part so much in the pilot, or like the one shot. I just did not really. I felt like it was good, but for the second chapter, I need to do a little bit more explaining of what all those concepts are, or like explain how he came to be, or how he knows, or like what he knows about what came to be. And also got to do it in a way that's not just exposition, that doesn't like bore the audience. and just writing the human characters were pretty interesting to do because I didn't want to make them bullies. I really wanted them to be like, we're doing this for you, and you're just not. You're like, we have a program going on, and you're just not following the program, and we're really doing this for you. It's really difficult to do info dumps. Yeah, I also really want. Okay, so what I really want to do with Jonathan's part is I want to have him interact with the chimeras. I want to have him interact with the chimeras because I think the relationship webs is gonna be like one of my favorite parts about it. And I'm gonna give a hint in like chapter 3 because the people who like because in chapter 3 that's gonna be Odd's chapter. So in Odd's chapter that's gonna be like a good way to bridge Jonathan's world with a Odd's world with the world of the chimeras, but whatever. I got the feeling that they don't even see humans. Is that right? No. They see humans. The reason why okay, so I guess the way I'm trying to get across, which is gonna be so freaking weird. Um no, the overseers are yeah, they can see humans. I guess I'll just put it like that. Let's see. But I know I want a, like I said earlier, I want a, the world of Odd and the world of Jonathan to be connected through the bullies, because the bullies that like a attacked Odd in his part. I got okay, yeah, because I want the people who attacked uh, Odd to be friends with Jonathan. So like, cause my thing is like I hate having like just characters being mean for no reason. I want them to be like like the worst people imaginable when they're around Odd, or they just like just don't want they just rather see Odd dead. But when they're around Jonathan, they're like that's when you see like their humanity or whatever, or just like the more relatable sides of them. Because Jonathan, because like since everybody knows what Jonathan's going through like his own thing, but when he goes to the Chimera world, he's highly respected and the people like him, including the people who hate Odd. So that's a whole thing I'm excited to get to. And maybe I can now also thing I want to do culturally is like implement music and more poetry with it, but I don't know. I don't know how to do that specifically. But that's a thing for another time. But yeah, I think no, I think I love to see complex characters. Yeah, yeah, but I want make a soundtrack for a comic. Uh, mm, I'll scale up when like there's more interest around it. I'll do that because because like easy to it's very easy to do to make to give like the comic like the whole 9 yards, make animations, make all this stuff. But but it's easier to do that when there's an audience that's going to enjoy, like a large audience that's going to enjoy it. So like learning music and all that stuff, I really have to work with what I got and what's available on the internet. Like I'll let's see. Let me think. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me think. Because right now I'm content with just doing poetry. Oh yeah. Um Also like implementing the religion of Chimera of the Chimeras is a very interesting thing to do because like how they enact how they like show their religiosity is like very it's kind of like the way, best way I can imagine it is like just how like they believe in like supernatural stuff, but it's very much their spirits are pretty much like yokai in this world. They have their like they have their own little uh ideas. They have their own idea of like the spiritual world, and their do's and their don'ts are their do's and their don'ts aren't really prescriptive, but it's more like if you want a good society, you will do like you don't do this. Like certain behaviors lead to will lead to bad things in life. So like we're not telling you to do something, but like the religion isn't like we're you better not do this, but it's more like if you want to do this, then you don't do that. If you want to live a certain type of life, or if you want to have a good society, like this is not the way to go. I don't know if there's a word for that. And it's like a very open ended, and one of the things I want to do, and like if I ever explore different parts of the island, everybody has their own iteration, their own like each sector of the island is essentially a different denomination of the religion. So different parts of the island accentuate certain parts, or they focus more on certain parts of the religion than others. So like going to a different going to a different island, part of the island, they still believe in the same thing, but they practice it differently. Suggestive morality. Mm, that's a new term. That's a new term to me. Let me look that up. Oh, I guess that is a new term. I mean, I go, I go into it. I want to go into it like in the beginnings of every chapter, cause like what I'm doing with the first book of Chimera Island, with the book I'm going in now. When there's a new chapter, there's like a new lore drop, and that lore is given within the format of a song, essentially, or just a hymn. Like if you go to the first chapter, it's the start. It goes like this. Our son came from the stars. That came from the stars. That came from the stars.
The spirits of light gave us light and gave us the sight to see who we are. The spirits, they populate the sun, see how they talk to everyone, see that they're all in unison, and they say it's time to start the cycle with the solar system. With ice, gas, and cosmic dust, we will create more souls in this system that we trust. And ice, gas, and cosmic dust, we will create more souls in the system that we trust. And the whole idea that I want to get across from that song, that's the beginning song, and the whole idea I want to get across with that song is their creation myth is that everything started. Is that everything started. Nobody really knows how things start, but they understand that everything has a cycle. And just because, and just how we are living life right now, they like all the good aspects of life, of the cycles. They have been acted upon by societies that came before us, and it's like a golden rule, but everybody's really trying to figure out what the golden rules are. So like the people that societies that not died, but like the people who died within good societies, they are taken, their souls get ascended to the sun, where all these souls are collected in a commune of other people from the good societies that understood, or not that understood, like the golden rule, that understood these like universal golden rules. And the whole point of life is to just be fruitful and multiply, to create more life, and hopefully other creatures that came from the spirits, from past good civilizations, will create more civilizations. So they can create more spirits, they can create more suns, and we go back to the beginning of the song. Our sun came from the star, our star came from the stars, that came from the stars, that came from the stars. So that's why like it begins with repetition, because it's that's the whole idea that I want from the beginning of the song. The song. The second song goes into, when I go into the Ruth's part, I want to talk about what the society considers as sins, I suppose. Or like or societies that haven't understood the golden rule, and what that understand, these universal rules, and what that will entail. That's what I want to do with Ruth's part. The beginning parts of the Ruth's part. So yeah, that's a I have to think about it a lot. And I got that idea from listening to Lupe Fiasco and how he writes song. He's a rap. If you don't know who he is, he's a rapper. He's a rapper, really known for his like lyrical wordplay, and like how profound his lyrics are. And he did like a talk about what makes a good song, or what makes impactful lyrics, or what and such and whatnot. And after a couple times of hashing it out, finding the right words to say, I settled on what I have now. And when it comes to the second part, I'll do it again. I'll have to do it again. I should have done everything in one sitting, but yeah, I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll have to do it again. Blow off the dust and think about it for all 4 chapters. Because funny enough, I thought about the lore, the creation myth of chimeras, for a long time, and making everything into a song was a last minute idea. It was very much a last minute idea, because as I was writing the script, I realized how boring everything was when I was writing everything out, like in the script. I was like, this. There's got to be a better way to like do this. Well, I was like, man, this is boring for me to write. This must be a fun way to do it. So creating a song it was good. And what makes a good song is essentially what makes a good story. Um, so yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Oh, there's like I think I also made like sticky notes because I also went to tutorial hell trying to like find out how to make a good song, or like how to make a song. That's really clever, actually. Yeah, thank you. It's like I'm bored of writing it. People will be bored of reading this. you know. Oh my gosh! And I think the one thing that I've learned the most is like how strong repetition is. Like how Lupe Fiasco said, is the reason why people remember the Three Little Pigs so much is because of the repetition. Like little pig, let me in, not by the hair of my, you know what else, you know the saying, you know how it goes. And through repetition and the story, oh yeah, and through like the one cool thing about like story writing is that I didn't know before is like the importance of understanding the point of view of what of where this of who's like telling the story with the lyrics, because like I think I was like spending a good amount of time trying to figure out the point of view. And am I telling it through the point of view of the prophet delivering it, or do I say it in the omniscient point of view, or like where do I even start? But yeah, repetition is great in storytelling too. Like having a theme song coming back again. Exactly. Like I forgot what that's called, but I don't know if it's called a motif. Maybe I don't remember. But yeah, repetition is very good. It's very good. And I think man, I think it's gonna be very interesting as time goes on. Cause like when you write something to the point where like you walk down the street and you think of the song, that like the reason why I remember the first song so well is because of is because I would just walk down the street and I was thinking, wow, that's pretty catchy. The sun, our oh wait, yeah, the sun came from our yeah, our sun came from the stars. That came from the stars. That came from the stars. And there's a beat to it that's just like a sun that came from the stars, that came from the stars, that came from the stars. It's like it's very primitive. I can imagine just people just banging on a drum just to keep beat, you know? Or like something people would say around like chant around a campfire. Cuz I want the idea to be oh yeah, it's very primitive. Like it's like these are like I wanted to make it sound like ancient peoples or like saying this, or like there's an idea, or this story has been like given around, passed down by generations, told in a way for people to remember. And people remember songs very well, and people remember stories very well through our generations. So I thought delivering this supposed ancient story through that way would be a good idea. Is like the best way to do it. But yeah, that's it's 12. I think I will stop for right now. I don't think I'm gonna stream tonight because Bible study. I'm most likely gonna try to like finish this though. Finish this today because that would be completely rad. And yeah, this whole thing is gonna I'm gonna keep my streams up because it helps with a watch counting for my watch time, getting closer to what they call it, monetization. So yeah, I guess I'll call it a day from here. Anyway, thanks for coming out, everybody. See you, sketch. See Ghost Cat Resurrected. That page is great. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. I forgot that was on this page. Oh yeah, it's. I think I got the context of the. Oh, I'll talk about it later, maybe. Wait, this is the last thing. I guess I'll talk about this page, but there's like this Instagram page that I saw that made like fantasy, that made like houses out of like bottles and like wood and stuff, and it's made to be like little houses built for gnomes. And I was like, what if I did that, but like upscaled it? Because I want chimeras to live in a house like that. Yeah, so yeah, so I want their environments to be like, to not be human houses. I want everything to be organic, and just like how it's like mixing animal life with like human life. So that's the entire idea. I don't think they have like a sense of architecture. It's usually just working with spaces that are already there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for asking. But I'll check y'all later. Peace.